Hope you're having a good day wherever you are and however you're listening to us right now. But want to look at a little bit more of Genesis chapter 48, just two verses, 13 and 14. So these two boys are bowed down on the floor. They're on their knees. They're in front of their grandfather, and there's a blessing to be given. Remember the importance of these blessings. We've seen it with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We've seen these blessings being passed on. We're doing it here again with another generation of his family. So verse 13, it says, Then he positioned the boys in front of Jacob, meaning Joseph did this. With his right hand, he directed Ephraim toward Jacob's left hand, and with his left hand, he put Manasseh at Jacob's right hand. But Jacob crossed his arms as he reached out to lay his hands on the boy's head. He put his right hand on the head of Ephraim, though he was the younger boy, and he put his left hand on the head of Manasseh, though he was the firstborn. Then he blessed Joseph and said, okay, and we'll finish the rest of that blessing in just a moment. But with his right hand, he is supposed to place it on the elder boy, which was Manasseh. With his left hand, it should have been on Ephraim. The right hand was seen as the place of honor. You know, in that culture, just as in ours, the vast majority of people were right-handed. That was the hand of power. That was the hand of skill. And we talk about in the Bible that Jesus is seated at the right hand of the Father, which I think is, very appropriate there. He is in the place of power and honor and glory. That's where Jesus is supposed to be at. Well, this family over the generations have done things very differently. And God does this throughout the Bible. We'll talk about this family in particular in a moment, but there's plenty of other spots where we see firstborn sons not be the ones that great blessing is passed on through and is not the centerpiece of the family. David was the youngest. Solomon was not the oldest in his family. We see it throughout Scripture. And this family here, the family of Abraham, is really, really this way. So when you stop and you look at it, the normal pattern of the firstborn being one that the blessing and the promise would go down through is thrown out totally. Isaac is chosen over Ishmael. Jacob is chosen over Esau. Joseph is chosen over Reuben. And Ephraim is chosen over Manasseh. So there is 4 generations of this family where God has turned this whole thing on its head. And you ask yourself, why? Why did God do this sometimes? Why did he go down this road? He was showing, I believe, that he was in control and that man's way of doing things was not always the way God was going to handle things and do things. And so in this, he's showing his sovereignty, and then he wants to make sure the right individuals are promoted, and he has a plan, and he has the certain character traits and characteristics that he wants to see carried through in his family, and so he puts the right person in the right spot. So Joseph won't be real happy with this, and we're going to look at that in the next set of verses. See you guys later.